to everyone. I'm Ada from Poison Rock, and we give a welcome back to one of the pillars in music history, Carmine Appice, or I should say Carmine Appice.
Yes, yes. That's
How
good.
are
Thank you.
you? It's a pleasure having you here again. I was going. How are you doing, Carmine?
How am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Very busy. We're
Yeah,
we're we just did another video for
yeah.
Cactus Temple of Blues 2, which is awesome video.
So it's
Have you
gonna be
seen the
released.
video?
Yeah, the
Have
one
you-
that has been released. Like yes, it's about. Yeah, yeah. It's
Well,
the last.
I'm a cop, I'm a policeman.
Yeah. Also, I love that. Yeah, it's like the. It was like the last one released, Backdoor Man.
Yeah, it's we tried to make it like a movie.
Yeah, that's what I liked. Yeah, that's what I liked. Yeah.
And it's not just the playing, we made a story. It's like the old MTV kind of thing where
Yeah.
there were stories made, except today you don't have to spend
No.
$100,000 to do it.
That's why like I wanted to ask you like also of course because we're gonna to talk about of course Temple of Blues 2 in a while but I wanted to ask you like the history the story the meaning behind the Backdoor Man because it's like because as I read like it's a urban ghost story so I want to leave it
Well,
first to
I mean,
you.
the story is the guy gets thrown out of the window,
It's
right?
perfectly yeah.
And he dies, and the ghost comes up and he
Okay,
tells us the story of why he died.
okay,
Because he's a bad man. He's a
okay,
gambling man,
okay,
drinking man, fighting man.
okay,
He's sexually, with other women,
yeah,
other guys' wives, and then his best friend's wife at the
okay,
end, and that's what did it. And the best friend
okay.
threw him out the window.
It's kind of reminds a little bit of all those spaghetti western, kind of almost like.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever saw a movie called The Warriors in
Okay,
the 1970s, and there was a woman, a black woman, just showed her lips, and during the movie, she would tell what's going on in the movie.
okay.
So at the beginning, we put her lips introducing the video,
That's
and those of us who are older, my age or
yeah.
younger, that know The Warriors is a really
Okay.
funny piece, you
So
know.
it's kind of so let's say that the video like started also like these kind of influences that came from that, like a sort of a remember for people that of course remember about that
Yes,
you
yes,
mentioned
yeah,
that
and
that
it's
movie, but of course
and put on the cover, when you see the video, it's like a movie.
yeah,
It says on the
that's
urban ghost story, you know.
yeah. And of
So
course,
it's
like
really
why, like of course, like because I mean this because not many music video or like video clip every day, like not especially nowadays, tells the
no,
story.
they have nobody does it, you
Yeah,
know. That's why if we saw the video before was with Dee Schneider,
yeah,
and he was driving in an old car. That was all AI too.
yeah. Of course,
He didn't drive the car,
of
you
course, it
know.
was it was a
And
simulation. Let's say.
we didn't turn a rooster into a woman, like in the other video.
Yeah,
So when I was, I was with the other video, I had to send it to D and
yeah,
hope that he liked it.
of
Because if
course.
he didn't like it, I was screwed, you know. So he liked it, he loved it. And so then I said,
Yeah,
the next video I want to do back to a man, but I want to really make it a story. So I talked to my
yeah,
video guy. And he said, "Well, we can make a real movie out of this." I said, "Wow,
yeah,
let's do it." So he actually made the movie, and I sent it to Billy, and I sent it to Eric, the guitar player.
yeah.
And both of them said, "I don't understand the movie." I said, "I don't either." So I worked with the editor for like
Okay,
3.5, 4 weeks to make the
okay.
story,
Going like
make it a
perfect.
story.
Okay,
And then I put people in it, my friends, like the guy reading the newspaper in the beginning is the
okay.
bass player from Government Mule, you know.
So
The
there's yeah,
the guy who's doing the bar and he bends down
okay.
and the glass flies over his head. That's my producer, co-producer. And
Everyone is in this
the guy at the beginning making the pizza,
yeah.
right? He's my singer for my Rod show. I have a show which is
Okay.
it's like a musical about Rod Stewart.
Yeah,
and we created it, and he looks just like Rod. You know, I said, try and put a hat on like this and not
yeah,
look like Rod Stewart. You know,
exactly.
so he did, but he's making the pizza. I really thought it was funny
Yeah,
when I saw it. I laughed.
it's kind of turning because of course like you mentioned this we don't have these anymore like there not of course there could be band musician telling stories or whatever but
Yeah,
there's not it's not like a movie because when I was
no,
younger I remember on MTV that you could see even a short
see the
story.
story of the song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and exactly,
and
that's
that,
what make us dream. Even when I was young, I was used to watch those beautiful music video that all of you got musician, great.
but the only difference was those movies cost like $100,000, $150,000.
Yeah,
This cost $4,000 or $5,000.
yeah. Of course,
You know,
things change.
and
There's more.
done with all
Yeah,
the AI, and
yeah.
it's
Of course.
unbelievable. We just did a song that I did with Rick Derringer, and who Rick Derringer is.
And
You, you know, he's a rock and roll hoochie coo. He had that song,
okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
and hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. That was Rick
Okay,
Derringer. So he wrote a song I played on. It's called The United States, and
okay.
it's perfect for all the celebration here in America.
Yeah, for the 250 years.
250 years. So we did a video like that. And he
Okay,
died. Rick died last year.
I'm
And
so
we created Rick with the AI
okay. So it's like
and created me playing with Rick. And
that's
so we're sending it out to people we know. I gave it to Ted Nugent, who knows a lot of people in Washington. I sent it to my friends in Washington. The guys who are promoting my video are going to
yeah.
promote it on political things. So look, hopefully we'll get it out there because it's really a good song.
Beautiful. Yeah, and it's also a beautiful way
We
to
should have
show.
released it years ago, but I don't know why Rick didn't. And then he passed away. And I
It's,
said, you know what? This is perfect. Let's do that. So we did that. And even we're talking about the
yeah,
next song to do a
yeah.
video on. It's called 300 Pounds of Joy.
Okay, 300 pounds
Okay.
of joy. Okay.
Did you hear the whole record, or
No, I didn't hear all the record, but a couple of
how
songs,
come? How
yes.
come? Did they send it to you?
Yes, there is, but I was in and out of illness and work.
Okay.
So,
So this one song is called 300 Pounds of
yeah.
Joy. It's a blues song, you know?
Yeah, but that's the couple of songs, yeah.
Yeah, so my guy editor said, I got an idea for that song. I said,
Yeah.
well, he showed it to me. And it's me as a big wrestler,
Okay. 300
300 pounds,
pounds.
you know,
300 pounds.
called Carmine the Carmine the Colossal.
It could, but that's what you can create today.
Yeah,
You
yeah, but
realize.
then my wife saw it. She goes, this is too ego and out. It's like you're an egomaniac. So it's Carmine this and Carmine. So, so we got the singer, Ed Terry is our
Yeah.
singer. So Ed the Terrible.
The terrible.
So he's
Yeah,
like
like Ivan the Terrible. Yeah.
fighting. Then he's finished fighting. He's got girls all around, groupies, you know. So
Yeah.
that's a cool concept, a wrestler, So
And it's-
we're gonna work on it.
So it's
After
still
after this one dies down, then we're gonna work on that one.
so okay because it's interesting like about this concept of releasing music video that are fitting like I said it's not just only um the the last one that you released like that's been a history like it was the first one like you said with Ted D. Snyder being on then driving a car it has a story and then now and then you have a lot of ideas about the music
I
video.
mean, some of my friends said, "Wow, where are those cars?" I said, "They're fake." They couldn't believe it was fake. It was so real looking.
And that's
I'm over there I'm eating a pizza as a police cop, and I see the car go by. I drop the thing. I get in the car and go chasing. It's unbelievable.
you like it so like I it's also a beautiful thing because we can still dream that's
Yes,
a
yes.
way to be able and it's important to dream especially in
You
this.
make whatever you want.
Yeah,
And
exactly,
this was
exactly.
our idea of
Yeah,
what a backdoor man was, because in the video
yeah,
tells what the story is, what the song is. It's all
yeah, of
about this
course.
bad guy that goes around screwing, you
And
know,
yeah,
people's wives and stuff. He's a backdoor man. He's
yeah,
gets up in the morning, leaves before the husband gets home. It's like so. We made a great video on it. And
yeah,
I
and
love doing this. I mean, I might end up doing the whole album.
Why not? And then create an entire movie out of it. Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah, yeah.
Because we are living in this world, so why always see the negative side of this tool that we have today?
Yeah,
Just
I mean, I get stupid people in the comments. They say, uh, I don't like it. It's AI. So
we,
what? How many movies do you see on TV that's AI? You don't even know it's AI.
yeah,
But
exactly.
I'm talking about AI because this is interesting that a
Yeah,
band from 1970, right, is doing AI today.
yeah, it's important also
That's good. That's an amazing
yeah,
combination.
to show there's nothing wrong, to show that's important, especially because, like I said, as Cactus, you live throughout all the, let's say, really like the technological, let's say, call it revolution. You saw it
Yeah,
all, like from
it's
the
all
beginning.
fun.
Yeah,
Fun. It's all in
yeah,
fun.
and that's
The
important. Also,
music isn't fun. You
yeah,
don't take music so to heart. It's like, oh my God, you
it
know.
doesn't have to be all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Music
good
can be
fun.
serious. It's beautiful when music also.
It
It's
could be serious,
but
but
we are in this world.
a blues album is not serious.
No,
Blues.
yeah,
It can make you feel good or it can make you feel bad. But in this
of
case,
course,
we wanted you to feel good, but
of course.
put funny things in there. Like a guy who is we did a big show in April, and
Okay,
we had Billy Sheehan,
yeah,
Tony Franklin, we had Pat Travis, Bumblefoot,
yeah,
Doug Aldrich,
and
and all these people. So this guy had funded it with money. He
yeah,
gave us money to do that, and in turn, we gave money to charities,
it's beautiful.
right?
Yeah,
So, so he's the guy that's in the video. He says, "I want to be eating the chicken and beans." That's the lyric. So you see, after the guy gets hit with
yeah,
the thing goes over his head. The next scene is a guy eating.
chicken
That's
wings.
him.
Yeah, that's because
And
it also
we made him AI. That's not
yeah,
him really doing it. That's not my producer washing the bar and it gets the thing over. That's not
yeah,
my singer, making pizza.
yeah,
You know,
exactly. That's
it's
also
all done in the computer. It's
and yeah,
unbelievable.
and also it's important because it's a nice way to also give kind of a um paying homage, like let's say today give a shout out or a thanks to those people that have been in our life, that are influenced us in a positive way or did something positive to us, like or remember them. That's a
Yeah,
beautiful things that we can do, like
it's just we did. I didn't think it was going to come out so good, to tell you the truth, when we
of
first did it, and
course,
then we started adding to it and taking away stuff and adding stuff, and then
perfect.
we added the footage from when we played live,
Okay,
like on the billboard, on
yeah,
the big billboard. We're playing live there, and Eric's playing live, and he's playing. Billy's playing live, and I'm
yeah,
playing drum. You know, that was all real.
yeah,
We had to take that from the films.
the films,
We videoed everything,
of
but
course.
that was all real. But everything else,
It's yeah,
you know, all the
and
playing is real,
yeah.
but everything else is not real.
Of course, I mean, we all like with you, Eric, and Billy. Of course, it's real. The plane, and the people doesn't have to like. Oh, they came. Of course, that's like.
Yeah, when we had my original guy, he thought that the ghost was a voodoo guy.
Yeah,
I said, no, man, he's the ghost. He's the ghost. He's going around showing everybody how bad this guy is. So
yeah,
he's gonna like walk through the walls,
yeah.
walk through the cars.
Okay, so that's really,
Like when he walks to Billy,
yeah,
Billy's the bum, you know. He comes to Billy and walks, and all of a sudden his jacket goes because he
yeah,
walked through him.
yeah. Of course, yeah. That's a what
That's
it
why
was.
he says far out, man.
Yeah, and like you said, and this way of showing and telling stories and expressing music.
Yeah.
And today it's possible to do it with a kind of low budget, because otherwise you would like require an Hollywood production, it would require hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Just to rent the streets of New York
Yeah,
to
exactly.
do those car scenes would cost a fortune,
Yeah, exactly.
you know. But
Yeah,
I mean, some people say, "Whose car? What cars are those? They're beautiful cars." I said, They're all
Well, I
fake.
will let you know. Just keep us on following the release of the video, and I will tell you which car.
I had a Di Tomasto Pantera I used to have for 40 years. I should have said, make it a Pantera.
Maybe could be in some other videos or something showing up if there is the opportunity to show up other cars. But of course, like we don't like this. The Temple of Blues is it feels for you like a celebration of the Cactus roots, musical roots.
Say again, say again.
Temple of Blues too is it feels for you like a celebration of Cactus sound.
Yes, it is.
That's,
That's why on the license plate on the front, it says All Stars.
yeah, because that's it.
That's Cactus Temple of Blues with the All Stars.
Yeah,
Because I think we're going to do some shows with
yeah,
Billy and
of course,
Eric or Doug Aldridge or somebody. We'll
of
just add,
course.
yeah.
Because
So,
you like chose like incredible like
and
musician.
you know how this happened. The owner of the label on
Yeah.
Temple of Blues, and he said, can you put together an album with people who were influenced by Cactus?" I said,
Okay.
okay. So then I said, well, it'll be influences and friends, because I have a lot
Yeah.
of friends that love Cactus, like Doug Aldrich, Ted Nugent,
Yeah.
other people. And then I found out while doing that album, a lot of people like Steve Stevens and Richard Fordick from Guns N' Roses and all the guys from King's X all love Cactus, you
Okay.
know. And Dee Snider love Cactus. So I'm watching the Billboard blues charts, and on there
Yeah.
is Slash, Foghat, Robin Trower. I said, wow, we should be on there, on the chart. So the label owner said, let's call it Temple of Blues, Influences and Friends. I go, great. So
Yeah.
we did it, and we broke into the blues charts on Billboard at number 3 out of like 100. It was number 3.
Yeah, because I think that is like like you said, Cactus
Yeah,
has
it was
been
a
an influence.
celebration.
Yeah, it's
So
been an influence for many musicians that have been in Billboard too.
yeah,
So in the charts and with the singles out, of course, Cactus is gonna be as well up in the charts because it's not the first time as well. So and also like celebrating the sound. That's what is beautiful. Celebrating the original,
blues
the
rock
blues.
now.
It's like a
You know,
celebration of life.
when Cactus came out, the press called us the American Led Zeppelin. This was in 1970. Okay,
1970.
so Led Zeppelin wasn't huge yet.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So in the video, when we played the gig, the
Yeah,
backdrop that says Cactus, American Led Zeppelin.
yeah,
When we
yeah,
played the show, that's what they put on the back. I said, okay. So now it's in the video.
yeah,
So
exactly.
to get some idiot guys going, that's not no American Led Zeppelin.
Well,
Have some fun, dude.
of course, because of course, like it's a always comparing. Of course, it's musicians, music, sounds are always different. And of course, like Cactus. Do you think that as a cactus, like Cactus, as a got the recognition that deserved?
Well, I don't think any of my bands have gotten it, and myself, because I worked a lot with Ludwig Drum Company, and we
Yeah,
created a lot of things. We created the drum clinic,
yeah,
rock drum clinic, where rock musicians. Period. I was the first one to do that, but it wasn't my idea. It was Ludwig's idea. They
yeah,
said,
exactly.
as I wrote a drum book, which is the first drum book that a rock star wrote. And it
Yeah,
became a big selling drum book with people like Greg Bissonette, Dave Weckl. Uh, uh,
that's
just a lot of people that got famous went through my book, but that's cool. But
so,
Vanilla Fudge should have been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Without a doubt, we would created something new back then.
yeah, of
All
course.
the other bands are in there, and I
Of
thought it
course.
was not about popularity, but about
Yeah,
um, what you've done in the business to create something new, like Chuck Berry
exactly.
created his thing. Bo Diddley created his thing.
Yeah,
Jerry Lou
Lewis.
Lewis created that. The Beatles,
Yeah,
that thing. We
exactly.
had something that we created, and we were never noticed for it.
Never
Because
acknowledge that for. And
yeah,
I think also, like you said, like we mentioned before, like having those like your friends and that are musicians that have been
Yeah.
influenced by Cactus, somehow this confirmed that there has been kind
Yeah.
of recognition because
Yeah.
Billy Sheehan itself, one of the most influential best player in the rock scene, Dee Snyder, I mean, all these musicians that are seen as that I think I really acknowledge your talent. That all the world acknowledge. I mean, that's the thing that
Yeah. I mean,
everyone that I mentioned you is like
that's why. Thank you. Thank you. I don't
everyone.
believe.
I mean,
Yeah,
like
I don't believe in the Rock Hall of Fame because they
yeah,
should be called the Music Hall of Fame.
exactly,
But they start bringing Dolly Parton in there and
exactly. It's not rock and
Beyonce, and
roll.
they're
Yeah,
not rock, you know.
yeah.
Uh,
It's country that belongs to country. It's not pop. It's other thing. I know, but I think
we're in Vanilla Fudge is in the
uh,
Long Island Music Hall of Fame.
okay, Long Island.
Music, not
Yeah,
rock and roll, but music. Then you
music.
could bring anybody in. You could be Frank
Yeah, exactly.
Sinatra, you
Yeah,
know.
that's
But
let's say the
I have
music
a question
reveals.
for you.
Yeah.
You have any more tattoos?
Yes, I do. All over until the top to the head completely.
My daughter too.
That's our generation, I
Fingers
guess.
on her, the
But
fingers, the thing. She does special effects makeup. She got
of course,
all kinds of stuff all over.
yeah,
So
I started because of the love of the music when we were, just putting something there, and my mom was like, "Please stop it." My mom still
I did
saying
the same thing.
she didn't want to see it. She did not. She
I'm a
doesn't want to
rebel.
know.
I'm a rebel. I have none.
My mom too. My dad, it's okay. My dad said, "Okay, I'm done. I accept it." But my mother, she doesn't want to know or
That's a beautiful daughter with the beautiful skin, wrecking it with all that. When you get old, it's going to look horrible.
I know, but I try to remember as a positive thing, like as a journey, how who I am and who I will be and
I
who I
guess.
was.
What are they? What do you have here?
A
What is
lot
it?
of let's say there is a lot of parts of lyrics of some musician
Oh,
friends.
songs. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
some musician friends that I really love and really mean a lot to me. And some parts that's something that some part of nature, some mountain drawing, or some old songs title, sometimes even a new songs of new friends that I met. It seems that
What song titles you have?
Still of the Night, for example, Crazy from Aerosmith, and uh, something from Edith Piaf.
Uh,
And all the lyrics written belongs to a,
what is that? What is that one on your arm here over here?
this is from Motley Crue, Wild Side.
What is it? Wild Side?
Yeah, but then the other one is from Leder Leone. She's a singer from she was in Chastain in the 80s singing. She's from San
Huh.
Francisco Bay Area. She's a heavy metal singer, one of the most underrated but the most beautiful voice as a singer in the world. And since she was my idol, as she's my
Yeah.
idol, we became
Do you
friends
sing?
with the years.
Do you
No,
sing?
bass player.
Bass?
Yeah. So you can
Wow.
imagine who is my idol as a bass player you played with.
Have you heard Tim Bogert bass playing? Tim Bogert?
Yes, of course. But
He's
I grew up with Billy Sheehan, basically.
well, Billy Sheehan's big
Yeah,
idol was
I
Tim
know.
Bogert.
I interviewed once Billy a long time ago during the lockdown, COVID 2020, and I couldn't believe that I was talking with Billy Sheehan because I
He's
picked
great.
the bass, and the first time and I saw that and I looked like a kid that I was looking like, can you play the bass? So
So you hear on the album, right?
yeah,
The
of
way I
course I do.
recorded the album, I did the drums first, and I would give it to my guitar player. He'd make
Yeah,
bass and guitars, and
that's,
this, we have a demo. So when we did this album and we
yeah,
did Backdoor Man, I gave it to Billy. I gave it to Eric
yeah,
first, so he played all his solos and stuff.
of course.
And then when I did Billy second, then Billy started playing the solos with him.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, that's why it goes with the solos as well.
He's awesome. I
Yeah,
love
but I
him. And
also
you know,
want
when he loved Tim Bogert so much, he
but
said
I
when
want to acknowledge as well about your
that
own talent because
he
it's
said to me, he said, I'm so sad that Tim passed away, but
course,
if you need me for anything,
yeah,
Vanilla Fudge, Cactus, anything that
yeah,
I could play like Tim, call
yeah,
me.
it's
So he's
beautiful.
played on a bunch of my stuff.
It's
But this
beautiful.
stuff has been great. He played on the last album too. We had Parchment Farm. Have
Yeah.
you heard the last album, number one?
Yeah, the number one. Yeah, we did the interview for the first one, the
Oh,
Temple
yeah,
of Blues
okay.
one. Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
surprised, I'm surprised I don't remember. You must have had your tattoos covered up.
Yeah, I think also I think, or my hair were a little bit shorter. Time
Ah,
flies
maybe.
by. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I remember that. And
My grandfather said Gay Bell.
yeah, or like we should do like that. I should have done more like that so you would remember more better. But
But
yeah,
Billy said, so we put him on Parchment Farm with Jim
yeah.
McCarty, I'm a singer at the time, and Joe Bonamassa,
John
another
Bonamassa, of course, and yeah, I remember it for yeah, John Bonamassa, a
and
legend as well of the blues.
it
Yeah,
was great between Billy and Joe kicking ass. It was fantastic.
beautiful. Like, of course, like as a also a question like for you is like if you because we mentioned like today, like I said, if I talk with people that are of course in the music scene, fan, or they know about music history, or even my dad, they know who you are. They acknowledge like really like good luck. You're interviewing Carmine Appice, like is one of the like pillar of music history. It's not about only being a drummer. I think it's about being in the music history
Yeah,
books, I guess. I
yeah,
would
I like to create new things. I always
yeah,
start to do something new. Like,
you really
now
like it.
I play my Rod show, the history of Rod. I get to play all the songs that I wrote with
Yeah,
Rod. Otherwise, I never get to play them.
yeah,
I
of
played with
course.
Vanilla Fudge. We played with Cactus a bit.
Yeah,
You know, uh, I played with King
of course.
Cobra. I toured with King Cobra,
Yeah, yeah, of
last few
course.
years, but I never did Rod, you know.
Yeah,
So now we're doing this and it's becoming successful. And
yeah.
I love it. Dressing up crazy clothes,
Yeah,
and
that's always been a part, of course, of your life. But
yeah,
Cactus is like, because for me, blues is like, when it's like tells the story of the life, like
yeah,
is the truth. The blues is like, let's say the rap version, like rap or hip hop for some people said harsh truth. Blues says not only about the harsh truth, but also about all tell the story of the life.
yeah,
Beautiful, happy, sad story is a storytelling. I mean, come on, we had Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, like I mentioned, Dave Roth, even Pryor, and
yeah.
Rietta was called, I think, the guitarist. She was, they were telling the story of the life. And for you, what has been one of the most, let's say, influential blues icon in your life?
In my life, the most what?
Yeah, the
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 most
blues influential icon.
for blues.
Yeah, for you, yes.
For me, it was the Howlin' Wolf album, Electric album,
Okay, okay,
because that's the album we got Evil from.
yeah,
Okay. And when we did this album, I only had three Cactus songs I wanted to do. The last album was all Cactus songs.
okay,
These were three songs. I said, well, I need seven more songs. I want to really make it a blues album.
yeah,
So I'm going to play the rest of the songs that we can play on that Howlin' Wolf
yeah,
album because it's so good. The
yeah,
drum parts were good, the vocals were good, all the grooves were good. I mean, we changed some of them, added to them a bit,
yeah,
but as majority, it was fantastic. Like Spoonful was totally different than what Eric Clapton did with the Cream, you
yeah,
know.
exactly.
And so I said, who would be good for this? Ted Nugent would be great for this.
Amazing.
Bob Daisley, big bottom,
Okay. I
and
mean,
and came out
yeah,
great because Ted always changed stuff to
yeah,
make it his own,
to
you
make
know.
his own, yeah, of
Yeah,
course. And like, I mean, for you, like if you think, because of course, Cactus have been throughout a beautiful, long music journey that still today is ongoing and still in the future will be going. How are you like see Cactus today? Like how we can see Cactus today compared to like what they were like in the 70s? How is the journey?
well, it's totally different business. In the 70s, it wasn't a business yet. We
Yeah,
used to smoke, get high, go out and play, kick ass, come back, get
yeah,
high, wreck hotel rooms, you know, abuse women, not abuse women, but party with women all the
Pardon.
time.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
and it wasn't really a business yet, and it was fun. Even
Yeah,
with BBA, it was fun with Jeff Beck. It wasn't really a business yet. It was somewhat a
it's
business, but not the way it is now,
Of
I mean,
course.
when I played with Rod Stewart back in, we did 6 nights at the Forum,
Yeah.
20,000 people a night, 120,000 people. But the
Beautiful.
ticket prices were only 45, $55. Now,
It's
Rod makes more money in one night than he did on the whole tour.
yeah,
It's ridiculous. People pay 1,000, 1,500, 2,000.
yeah,
Some of those Kiss last tours in Madison Square Garden, I think it was like $13,000 for a ticket. How
yeah.
do you buy that? How do
Wow.
you buy a ticket like that?
I know it's all is usually these prices are they go with the pop music, like if you go to see some pop artists, they are really high, but now it's going towards the big, let's say, rock bands. And it's like how you should have for like a 15 years old kid, how you should go to see their favorite band. What you should do, a bank
How
robbery?
do you do that? It's crazy, you know?
That's
So,
yeah,
so back then it was much different than it is now.
yeah,
Now we used to play all the time,
yeah.
all the time. Every week we're playing somewhere else. We're in London, we're in Switzerland, and we're in New York, and we're in Colorado, we're in LA.
It was all over the
We
world.
never went to Japan with Cactus. We did lately in
Yeah,
2012, but it was
all the world.
different, totally different. We weren't
Yeah,
on tours. We went
yeah,
on one tour which was with the Faces, Rod Stewart and the
yeah.
Faces, and we played 30 shows with them, and
Okay.
it was great fun. They had a bar on the stage,
Yeah.
and we finish playing. We go up and watch them from the bar. We have drinks on the stage, and then afterwards we party. And
Yeah.
sometimes we just wreck. They would wreck my car, and we'd wreck their room, And we didn't.
Yeah, it was party, of course.
I didn't know. I didn't know until I moved to LA. When I said to
Yeah,
my
of course.
accountant, "Where's the rest of the money?" He says, "Well, you remember those rooms and
Yeah,
cars and trucks that you wrecked? Yeah. What do you think? Nobody paid for them. You paid for them." So we lost a lot of money doing
yeah,
that.
doing that.
And after that, I didn't do that no more.
But those are always memories, let's say, that shape.
I mean, in my book, Stick It, My Life of Sex, Drums, and Rock and Roll, I don't know if you've seen that. It's a great book, great story, really honest. Sex is in there, everything's in there,
It's
And people love the book. It did
yeah,
well.
we should do an interview literally only about those books. I will ask to Michael to book an interview, do that, because I think it's important shift and talk only about that
Well,
book.
you have to get it first,
Yeah,
read it.
yeah,
So you can
I'm
probably
gonna
get it
get the book.
on Amazon, you can get
Yeah,
it.
of course, I'm gonna find
And,
it.
and once you read it,
We're
you
gonna
lose
do
all,
it.
you lose all respect for me.
No, that's impossible, believe me. But I would like it to just
I
want
was
to,
so crazy in those days, we
but
were so crazy. And the women that we had met were so crazy. And the whole thing was crazy as far as that goes. But it really tells my story of
but
from
it's
Brooklyn.
beautiful.
My
It's
my my
beautiful story.
family, my grandfather was a shoemaker,
Yeah,
and
that's why like I will get the book for
yeah,
that's a promise.
I grew up in one bedroom apartment
Yeah,
and
like
6 people
six
in there, you know. So for me to get out of that, and
yeah,
I had, who Fred Astaire is? You know who
of
he is?
course.
Okay,
Dancing with the yeah,
I have a letter on my wall from Fred Astaire to me
one of the
because
most beautiful things I have to.
he always wanted to play rock drums.
Okay.
So I gave him one of my books,
Wow.
instructional books, and
Yeah.
I gave it, Gregory Peck, the
Yeah,
actor.
Gregory Peck, yeah.
Okay. I met him at a party with Rod Stewart, and he came up to me and he said that he saw my solo
And he
with Gregory Peck and Fred Astaire. And
wow.
Fred said to Greg, he said, "This is the best drum solo I've seen since Gene Krupa."
Okay.
I don't know if you know who Gene Krupa is, but he's my idol.
Yeah.
He was like Buddy Rich. He was like the
Yeah.
40s. He was the greatest tricks twirling and
You like
fantastic.
and
So I said, wow,
that's
Fred Astaire said that about me. And I'm thinking, Gregory Peck is telling me this.
yes, exactly.
It's like Hollywood, royalty.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
then he said he always wanted to learn to play rock drums. I said, well, I have a book. So
They
I
do it
said,
with him.
hey, Gregory said, well, let's give the book to Fred.
Yeah.
So I wrote a little note, and Fred, I hope this
He's gonna.
playing love Carmine, and he sent me back a beautiful letter.
That's beautiful. I mean, you see, that's why I need to read your book.
And I said in my book, and when I wrote that in my book, I said, how cool is this? A kid from Brooklyn meeting Hollywood royalty.
You mentioned Fred Astaire, you're the first person that mentioned Fred Astaire, one of my favorite actors.
Yeah, my mother, I said to Gregory, I said, my mother would die if she was here now, talking to Gregory Peck.
My mom, as soon as she will hear that, my mom loves Fred Astaire, that from my parents as well.
So it's a good book. It tells my life story.
So let's say that at the moment we close with this promise that I will get the book, and we made an only interview about the book. And of course, if there is an updating about the new video, we will do it.
Get a hold of Michael.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna say to Michael, we have this promise. I'm really looking forward, and it's an honor. And again, Fred Astaire said that as well to you, that you want. And thank you.
Last question. You don't have to put this in. How old are you?
38.
Wow, you look good for 38. And it's great that, and it's good for all this history. And, you know, it's amazing. Yeah.
So thank you. What?
God bless.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for everything, Carmine. And I really wish you beautiful rest of the day. And just never stop to make music, because we need more Carmine Appice.
I want to show you my Rod show. It's called Rod the Show.
Okay.
So look up on YouTube, Rod the Show at Arcada, ARCADA, Arcada Theater.
At Arcada Theater. Perfect.
Look up the song Passion.
Perfect. I will.
Okay.
I will.
There's a drum solo in there, and it's really great, you know.
Thank you. Yeah, I will go, and I will keep all these things to talk about the next time.
Okay, cool.
Believe me, it wouldn't take that much, because the book arrives soon. I'm a really fast reader. Thank you so much, Carmine. Carmine, as I say. It was a pleasure. Bye bye.
See you, Anna.
Bye.
A cop might crash